Hey, it's your boy SergDragon. Welcome back to another edition of the Heavens Monsters Podcast Payback Review Part 2. As I promised, I would do it with Chris and Mikey, and that's who I got. It's your boy Chris Petrie.
Too sweet.
And Mike Henry.
If you're ready for an episode of the Heavens Monsters Podcast, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I said if you're ready for an episode of the Heavens Monsters Podcast, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Part 2.
Alright, so prior to what we did with T-Money, we already know the lineup, but I'll go ahead and do it again so we know what happened. This happened on August 30th in 2020, for those who didn't know. So here we go. We got, quick hits. Okay. I guess we'll talk about the main event then. So, Mikey, in the main event, we had The Fiend and the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman, fighting it out left and right, pulling out all sorts of stunts. It was just crazy. We would see the mallet used by The Fiend to hit Braun Strowman in the chest. We would see him thrown into the announcer table. We would see all sorts of stuff, including the fact the fourth time ever, the ring imploding, with Braun Strowman being the second person involved in that. And then Roman Reigns comes in, signs the contract for a triple threat, no holds bars match, and walks in and hits hard on The Fiend and doesn't get the job done. So he hits Braun Strowman with the spear and pinned him to become the new Universal Champion. Your thoughts on that?
Oh man, that was some triple. I'm not gonna lie, but that was some triple threat showdown. The big dog, the Fiend, and the monster. What a triple threat showdown.
Mostly it was Fiend and Strowman.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns came to steal the show. Definitely walking with Paul Heyman, that's for sure.
I hope Brock Lesnar's watching.
He's not. He's a free agent right now.
You ain't lying.
And you, Chris, what do you think?
The fourth time the ring had exploded, and Roman Reigns signed a contract. He grabbed that steel chair, and now the Fiend, Braun Strowman, he hit the spear on the Fiend. He keep getting up, and the Fiend used a magical claw, but Roman kicked him low, and he hit Braun Strowman with a spear and got the win. Took back his title. He never lost.
Hell yeah. So, next thing we got to mention is Rey Mysterio as well as Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. So, this would be quite interesting knowing that Seth Rollins and everybody is doing this on TikTok saying, kick him in the head. Well, Buddy Murphy was ordered by Seth to do that to Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio ducked out of the way and thus kicking Seth Rollins in the head instead, thus taking him out of the equation. And apparently when he did kick him up the head, the referee counted that as a tag. And then it left Buddy Murphy on the 2-on-1 situation, and Dominic and Rey Mysterio laid him out, getting the win for the Mysterio family and getting their just desserts and the rightful payback for all this time in these last 2 months. What is your take on that, Mikey?
Let me just say this. Seth Rollins, he got the ass whooping he deserved. His plan on kicking Rey Mysterio in the face backfired. I mean, totally backfired.
You, Chris?
I'm happy for Rey Mysterio and Dominic had his first victory with his dad, Rey Mysterio. But I bet Seth Rollins is mad at Barry Murphy for kicking him in the head.
Ooh, yeah, we're going to cover that on Monday Night Raw when we do it on Tuesday with T-Money. He wants to be involved in that, he said. So I'm gonna help him out with that. In addition to that, we have what I was saying to you, Chris, Friday, was the fact that I mistook what was happening on Monday Night Raw and what I saw on TikTok. I got the two mixed up. I didn't know that somebody uploaded that footage of Keith Lee beating Randy Orton at Payback with a spirit bomb. I was like, wait, was that Monday night he won? Oh, nice. And then we went and reviewed it, and I was like, it was disqualification when Drew McIntyre pulled him. So when did he? That was, damn, leave it to TikTok to freaking upload it as soon as it happens. Woo! Now I got another site that's spoilers. So, with that said, knowing that Keith Lee got one hell of an upset on Randy Orton and pinning the Legend Killer, what is your thoughts on that, Mikey?
Well, let me just say, Keith Lee got the job done all right, but who would have thunk it?
You, Chris?
Who would have?
Oh, wait. Go ahead, Mikey.
Like I said, who would have thunk it? Who would have thought that Keith Lee was going to open up a can of whoop ass on Randy Orton? A
lot of people were actually hoping for it, and they got it. That's to say something.
You ain't lying.
People were expecting Randy Orton to win. Didn't happen.
But Orton got his ass whooped.
Now, get your 2 cents on that, Chris.
I'm happy for Keith Lee. He been a former champion. He with the spirit bomb. No one gets up from that.
Okay. Let's see. What else is on the list? This is funny. Before I get to that, how do you feel knowing that JBL gave Keith Lee a good talk before his match?
The guy's a legend. He's a legend, all right.
Yeah, and not a crown. What do you call it? Hall of Famer yet. He hasn't gotten his ring yet. He and the other 2020 WrestleMania Hall of Famers haven't gotten their rings yet. That means NWO and Batista haven't gotten the rings either, along with everybody else in that year. That sucks.
Do that damn pandemic.
Uh-huh. So that sucks.
Hopefully they'll get one next year once this pandemic settles down.
Yeah, I just got off the phone too with my buddy our not just mine, our buddy Farrell, and he's on vacation right now.
Farrell's on vacation?
Mm-hmm. He's on he's taking his vacation right now.
Where the hell's he going?
Probably staying at home if anything.
Like I said,
vacay at the homestay.
Like I said, stay safe from that COVID-19. Wear a mask.
There you go. With that said, we can move on to the next subject, and that is something I am looking to get y'all's 2 cents on this. I already talked with T-Money, and Chris, you heard me, and T-Money said that chances are they're not going to do that because it was only a one-time thing with the Golden Role Models. But I'm thinking, no, because due to the powerhouse and submission magician that is the Irresistible Force and Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, they became a new women's tag team champions. And if you count it, you had Bayley, Sasha Banks, you had the Iconics, if I remember correctly, you had Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, you had the Kabuki Warriors. That means these two are literally the 5th crown champions that haven't been done a repeat, which was, again, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, as well as Golden Role Models. So, those are the 2-time belt winners. And the first time for the 5th time in a row would be Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. And possibly, in my opinion, I thought the Kabuki Warriors was my favorite. This one might beat it with the Powerhouse chicks. They're ruthless, brutal. I like brutal. So, I'm happy to see that they both got the championship and Shayna Baszler trying to speak some words of gratitude. All you hear is freaking Nia Jax bouncing around the ring saying, we got him, yeah, we got him.
Nia Jax won her second. This is her second. Her first Raw title, she beat Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania 34.
And let's not forget, Shayna Baszler is a 3-time champ now.
Well, yeah, 2-time NXT Women's Champion. Now, the Women's Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, buddy.
My thoughts is, those two remind me of Team Hell No.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, like I said, but I'm like, who would have thunk? Who would have thought that Shayna Baszler would force Sasha and Bayley double tap? Double tap.
Oh, yeah.
And now the question is, who's next in line? I'll save my thoughts for either Raw or Raw Tuesday and SmackDown.
Yeah, we got the results, but we're not going to say anything until we cover it on that respectable brand of the show.
Yeah. Like I said, congrats to Nia and Shayna. They are the new WWE Women's Tag Team titles. So that being said, 3 titles gone, and we're down to 1.
Mm-hmm.
The SmackDown Women's title.
Oh, yeah. Your thoughts, Chris?
Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax are the first time Women's Tag Team Champions. They're not friends. So the Golden Role Models have no titles. Well, except for one SmackDown title.
Yep. Anything else you want to comment on that?
No.
I do. I want Mikey to hear this. So now that they're the tag team women's champions, prior to the rules, that title can be defended on any brand, which means SmackDown, Raw, and NXT. So prior to what that means, it means that Sasha Banks and Bayley are now stuck once again on SmackDown until further notice. They can't jump to Raw or NXT.
Hell no.
On the other hand, the powerhouse, the irresistible submission magician tag team can do just that.
Whatever the hell they want.
Exactly. If you recall, Shayna Baszler has already made it a point that she has her eyes on the prize, which is Asuka and the Raw Women's Championship. So where does that leave Miss Nia Jax?
Oh, I don't know.
I do. I have an idea. Because if you recall, Bayley has beaten everybody on the SmackDown brand.
By cheating.
But she has never fought Nia Jax one-on-one for the women's title. She's fought her at WrestleMania in a Fatal 4-Way and won, being Bayley, but never one-on-one with Nia Jax.
Good point.
Considering both of them want gold, if she doesn't go for the SmackDown Women's Championship, she could always go for Paul Charlotte and go to NXT and beat whoever has the title, which is right now Io Shirai. And you know the history with Nia Jax and Japanese women, so. Ugh. So what are your thoughts on my little theory, Mikey? What do you got about that?
Ooh, boy, oh boy. Like you just said, Bayley has yet to face Nia Jax one-on-one. And then number 2, as you mentioned, Nia Jax had her issues with Japanese people like Asuka, Kairi Sane, and the current NXT Women's Champion, Io Shirai. But now my question around mine is, what's next for the irresistible submission machine? We'll have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see.
You, Chris?
I would love to see that match. Nia Jax versus Bayley. Bayley need to drop the title, lose it to the Nia Jax, and then Nia Jax will be a double champion, like the Golden Wall model was.
Mm-hmm. Definitely looking forward to that. So, prior to what we know this past SmackDown that came after Payback, man, when we cover that, ooh, we got something to say. But leave that on a later date. So let's go ahead and talk about the next thing that's on the list, and that's Matt Riddle versus King Corbin. Straight up, King Corbin believed that Matt Riddle didn't deserve any of the hype he had been getting, that he has not earned on SmackDown, but he has earned on NXT. Since he got the draft, King Corbin says, this is my brand, this is my show, and you don't get a say in it. Well, he whooped his ass. And for his troubles, instead of having King Corbin go silently into another storyline, he came jumping him from the backstage and just throwing him all over around. We know this ain't over. So, Mikey, get your 2 cents.
Oh, my God. King Corbin got exactly what he deserved. King Corbin got the ass whooping he deserved. So congrats to Matt Riddle, the original bro. Bro, that is.
Talking about on Talking Smack. That was the other person that was there besides Big E and Sami Zayn. It was Matt Riddle. He was talking about the Miz was asking him, what's the difference between the horse and a bro and a stallion? I'm like,
oh my God,
I don't know. I have no idea.
Miz is just Miz.
Thinking he's a stallion, making this looking face like, no. Cut that face off. What the hell? Looking like a pretty boy. You trying to be a pretty boy. Leave that to the freaking models, dude. You ain't no model. So what do you think about that, Chris?
Oh, about Matt Riddle and King Corbin?
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations to Matt Riddle for defeating King Corbin with a bro ton, and got the win. But like you say, King Corbin attacked him from behind, being a sore loser.
Sure did. So the next thing on the list is a pretty long match between these two. During Retribution's attack on SmackDown, leadership was put into question, and these two were definitely going to put it and the match was made on Talking Smack. Big E versus Sheamus. In which case, these guys, man, they fought. They fought for a while. And it ended with the win going to Big E. And now we're left with, is Sheamus going to fall in line or what? He didn't jump him from behind like King Corbin did, the Matt Riddle. So now we're just left with confusion as to where do Big E and Sheamus stand. Like I said, we already saw SmackDown. We have a good idea. And we'll save it for them. In which case, Mikey, get your 2 cents.
Well, congratulations to Big E for getting the job done. he found a way to shut that so-called Celtic Warrior Sheamus. And like you said, where these two stand, we don't know, but we'll wait and see.
Chris?
Big E is picking momentum for his fourth fallen friends like the Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. But I bet it's not over against Sheamus and Big E.
Next thing on the list is what happened at the beginning of the show. Yeah, I can mention this part. Yeah, I think they went in reverse on what this WWE page. Instead of beginning the show, it starts at the end of the show and then works its way to the kickoff. So I guess I'll mention the kickoff next. And that's the Riott Squad beating the Iconics, moving on into bigger and better things. They had such a losing streak against the Iconics, and now they finally get a good damn win. Even going on to the kickoff broadcast, talking about their win and knowing that it feels good. A lot of people are already speculating from what they said. I think it was hinted on what their tag team name is. It's not going to be the Riott Squad since she was the leader of a group and it's no longer a group. It's a tag team. Partners. So I think we got ourselves Liv and Riott, and they're going to call themselves Living Riott. So I don't know if that name's going to stick. That was a hint, but will it stick? Will it be kept? That is the question. So good on the Riott Squad. They keep calling it the Riott Squad. That's what it's said here. So Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott, good on them for beating the Iconics. And what are your thoughts on that, Mikey?
Once again, the Icons got what's coming. Trying to pick a fight, talk a little trash. The Icons got exactly what they deserve. Yeah,
I'm licking my chops thinking what comes next on Monday. On that Monday Night Raw that we're going to review on Tuesday. Ooh.
Well, like I said, congrats to Living Riott for beating the crap out of the Iconics.
Yes. Your thoughts, Chris?
The Riott Squad got the victory on the Iconics, but the Riott Squad had a losing streak, but they have a winning streak now. The losing streak is the Iconics. So it will be a rematch on Raw. Then, yeah.
So, next thing on the list is what kicked off the show after the kickoff, which is funny. It would be a United States Championship match. Defending it would be Apollo Crews versus Bobby Lashley. In which case, in this match, I was actually thinking that MVP as well as Shelton Benjamin would play some sort of dirty-handed tactic. They were sitting there on the sidelines the whole time, just coaching him, verbally yelling what Bobby needed to do. And Bobby, he beat him. He got that full Nelson in and got Apollo Crews to tap out. After which, all three of them were celebrating in the ring, getting their photos on. And Apollo Crews would jump him, mainly Bobby, and get the hell out of Dodge because of the number game. So he said, and I quote, "We're not done yet. I'm going to get my title back," said Apollo Crews. So, your thoughts on that, Mikey? On your new United States Championship, Bobby Lashley? Champion.
Oh my God. Tough loss for Apollo Crews. He may have lost the title, but now he wants a rematch. But he better be careful now, because if he loses his rematch, he has to get in the back of the line. Because my next question is, who is next in line to challenge the almighty Bobby Lashley? We'll have to wait and see.
Good question. You, Chris?
Tough loss. Apollo Crews. He tried everything to beat Lashley, but it wasn't enough. Lashley used that master lock, that Phil Nelson, and made him tap.
Fool Lashley. They're calling it Fool Lashley. Thank you for saying that, Chris Masters. You're like, wait, didn't they change the name? MVP is calling it the Fool Lashley. Because Nelson was the name of the guy who made the move thing. Who was the guy's name? Nelson something?
Can't remember.
Do you know, Chris?
No.
Okay. Well, that was the last bit, but let me go ahead and look that up while go ahead and get your who originated the Full Nelson?
According to Wikipedia, the term Nelson is derived from full Nelson, which dates back to the early 19th century. It has been suggested that it was named after Horatio Nelson, who used strategies based on surrounding the opponent to win the Battle of the Nile and the Battle of Trafalgar, but its true origin remains uncertain.
Horatio Nelson. Huh. That's interesting info. Go ahead and get your final thoughts on that match, Chris.
Oh, well, like I said, the winner and new United States champion, Bobby Lashley, from the Hurt Business, CEO of the Hurt Business.
Now champion.
And now champion.
Something once again, MVP helped him with that Lana did not. Lana did not. And for the, it's funny though, because they're saying that, it's kind of hard. It really is to expect the storyline of Monday Night Raw for Bobby and, Lana to be married when she's hanging around her husband on YouTube and TikTok. Man, I have a hard time with that. I have a hard time, man. Storyline wise in real life. How do you feel knowing that a lot of people are literally throwing it out there like I did with Ryback, saying that you should be working with AEW? Now people are actually saying the same thing with Rusev, or whatever name he's going by now. So what do you think about that, Chris?
I think Rusev need to go to AEW. Yeah, you can't go back to WWE anymore.
You, Mikey?
Nada.
Nada? Is that what you said?
That's what I said. Nada.
Nada didn't mean nothing. No comment. That's what you said. Well, this I did tell you guys. I found out about this thanks to Google. Apparently, it has been confirmed that the new broadcast member to AEW is none other than the wife of Jon Moxley, Renee Young.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Chris? I hear you.
Yeah. When they Young join AEW, that means she gonna see her husband, the AEW champions, Jon Moxley.
Yeah, I need after I'm done uploading this, if nothing else, I might wait till we're done with all the podcasts that we need to do tomorrow, and I'll download AEW, the All Out. I gotta go to the website to download it. I gotta see. Okay, that's a notification. All right then, bro. Mikey, what do you think about it?
Hallelujah. Renee Young is heading to AEW to join forces with her husband.
You could call that a paradigm shift. Yeah, that was funny. I know we're not doing AEW right now, but I think that was foreshadowing where MJF during that contract signing was saying about making shots on his wife. Yeah, that was last week. That was not 2 weeks ago, really, when they were doing the signing of the contract. He mentioned John Moxley's wife. I think that was foreshadowing that Renee Young was coming. What do you think? Huh, Chris?
MJR is nothing more but a disrespectful punk.
You, Mikey?
Delete that son of a bitch.
Delete that son of a bitch? We'll have to wait and see. So, did I miss anything? No? Alrighty then. You ready to end this?
Yep.
Alright, yeah. So we can end this so y'all can go to bed. It's almost midnight. It's already past midnight. What the? Alright. So, let me flip this camera for you. A shout out to our fellow brethren of the Heavens Monsters podcast. We got a shout out to what? There's the alarm right there too. It's midnight. So a shout out to Xavier Hill, Mike Henry, and Andre Mitchell. A link to their YouTube channels will be in the descriptions down below, as always. And a remaining shout out to Chris Petrie, T Money, Renee, Farrell, and Delvin. With that said, you ready to end this, boys? You like this video? Give it a thumbs up. You didn't? Give it a thumbs down. Hit the subscribe button, like the content, hit that notification bell for the next Heavens Monsters podcast. I'm Serge. This is Chris. And here's your boy Mikey. Tell him what's up.
And that's the bottom line, because the Heavens Monsters podcast crew said so.
Woo! I'll see you boys tomorrow. Happy Labor Day, everybody.